Hi Sagittarius, welcome to December. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And this month we have Neptune moving direct in Pisces on December 4th. We have a full moon in Gemini in your 7th house of partnerships on the 7th. Then we have a new moon in Capricorn on December 23rd, and Chiron moves direct on the same day. And then Mercury moves retrograde on the 29th. So we will, we're in Capricorn. So we'll see what the stars say later. Let's see what the cards say. What does Sagittarius need to know about love and relationships for the month of December 2022? What is coming up for Sag in December? What does Sagittarius need to know about love and relationships for December 2022? The Death card, the Four of Cups, the Seven of Swords in the past, the Seven of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the card at the bottom of the deck is the Sun. So this is good, and I think it's going to have a positive ending. So you're starting out with the Death card. The Death, you're going through major changes. Things in your world, in your relationship, are transforming. The Death is transformation. And what it means is that an old way of life is ending, or an old cycle is ending, but not necessarily the relationship, but something is ending, and something new is waiting to be born, because you have these two aces coming up in the future. So the Death is also, it's about releasing an old way of life that maybe has become stagnant and uninspiring. And you have the Four of Cups here crossing it. So the Four of Cups is an energy of feeling undervalued, underappreciated. Maybe you're feeling, I'm not getting the love I deserve, or I'm not getting the attention I once got, or I'm just bored and I'm wondering, should I look for love somewhere else? Do I need to see what my options are somewhere else? Now, there's a cup coming out of the cloud. Something is being offered the person. So love is being offered you, but you're wondering, is this right for me? Is this what I really want? It may not be what you want. It may not be enough of what you want. Maybe whatever the offer is, it's not, you don't think it's a quality offer. If someone's giving you love, maybe you're feeling like, well, I don't know if this person's right, or I don't know if they're giving enough love. In the past, you have the Seven of Swords. This is the Thief card, or the Sneak card. So you may feel that someone in your relationship, if you're in a relationship, that someone's not being transparent with you, that someone is hiding something. Because the Seven of Swords, it's kind of, or you may feel like someone's trying to take something from you. But it can also be that you're not facing the truth about something in a relationship. So there is truth that needs to be revealed in a partnership. I don't necessarily think that I'm not seeing the end of the relationship, first of all, but I am seeing that the way that you're relating with someone is changing, or the way you need to relate or react is changing. And part of that is, with the Death card, is releasing old patterns of behavior. Because the Death is about, we all are a product of our experiences, and we react to life based on what we've experienced before. But that seems to not be working now. So it's time to shift your energy and release, past pain or past behaviors that are no longer valid and say, okay, what can I do now? How can I react now to a relationship in a better way? The Seven of Wands here, if you're thinking negatively about a relationship or feeling insecure, the Seven of Wands is saying you have the upper hand. You are the favored person. You can overcome these obstacles. So while there may be a partner that you just need to have a good talk with, because you're feeling like they're not telling you everything, or there are things that need to be revealed, or they're behaving in a sneaky kind of way, like they're not coming out with the truth. They're not telling the whole story, let's put it that way. With the Seven of Wands, you need to stand your ground and set some boundaries. Maybe in the past, but you have the Sun here. Now the Sun, I feel like the battle is, you're coming to the end of the battle because the Seven of Wands is in the past. It's passing. The Sun is here though, and the Sun says that you can overcome any problems that you're facing. And things are going to get better, but I feel like you need to deal with some of the issues. You have to release some things, especially with the Death card. That Death represents basically transformation. So you're the one who has to, this is the first card, so it represents you. You're the one who has to go through some type of transformation. And maybe release an old persona or release an old way of being, an old behavior, so that you can embrace the new beginnings that are going to start to take effect, starting with this, well, it will start with the end of December, starting with December and into the spring. So you have the Queen of Cups up here. This is a card of, if it's a person, it could be a water sign. It could be someone who is very compassionate, very sensitive, very loving, very intuitive. I feel like this person is evaluating the past, looking to the past, and trying to figure things out. I think this person also could be very sensitive, so their feelings get hurt easily. You have to be careful how you talk to these water people. This could be someone that you're dealing with, male or female. And if it's a card that represents what's expected of you, you need to be more compassionate, more loving, and less harsh, if that applies to you. The Four of Swords is in the near future. So you may have had a separation in a relationship, or maybe you felt like, I need time out. I need time to rest and think. And that could be you, or maybe even your partner. Because the Four is about kind of like removing yourself from socializing. It's taking time out to heal, to rest. So if you've been through a very stressful time, you may need to take some time out to recharge. Because when you're stressed out, you can't make decisions because you're under too much stress. So taking time out can help you to reset and get a grip on where you want to go in this relationship, what you want to do in the future. You have the Ace of Wands here. This represents a new beginning. And it's in your negative, new energy coming in. It's in your negative thinking sector. So you're like sabotaging this new beginning with negative thinking. So you have to stop that. Stop thinking in the negative. Stop thinking about everything that can go wrong. Start thinking about what could go right. And the Ace of Wands can be new. The Wands energy is about taking action. It's about excitement. It's growth. It relates to the spring months as a time card. So March, April, May. So there could be a new career opportunity coming up that's really exciting you. It could even be a new relationship. Something is starting in your world, or going to start. I feel like it's more next year than this year. That's going to change things for you. Financially and career-wise, and also in your relationship. So don't doubt the new beginnings. Don't sabotage the new beginnings with negative thought, like, oh, that can't happen to me, or nothing good ever happens to me, or any kind of negatives, any kind of, what do they call it? The gremlins that talk in your head that say, you can't do this. Put them, close the door on that. Release that. Because in your environment, you have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is the card of the entrepreneur. Here's this woman. She's successful in her career. She's successful financially. She's in her garden. She's enjoying all her material things that she's accumulated over the years from working hard. But she's also very lonely. Like, what am I doing all this for if I need someone to share this with? So you may be thinking, if you're not in a relationship, I want to meet someone. I want to have a relationship where I can share my abundance, where we can share our good fortune, our prosperity. So if you're not in a relationship, you may really want to be in one. If you are in a relationship, you're ready to share your abundance with someone else. Now, this card can also relate to the person you're dating or you're in a relationship with. So if you're in a partnership, then this can be how they're feeling. So it could be that your partner is coming into a period of abundance and they're wanting to create a home where they can share their abundance with the people they love. So there are going to be some new beginnings, new energy coming in, and there might even be a message coming because this woman has a little bird on her hand. In some cards, it's a hawk, and the hawk is about receiving a message. So I feel like you're going to start to, if you're doubtful about a relationship, or you're doubtful about what's going on in your environment, even at work, you're going to receive positive news or a positive message coming in. The Ace of Pentacles is here. It's in your wish fulfillment sector. This is a card of manifestation, and it's a card of money, abundance. So sometimes it comes up when there's a job offer that comes in. But I feel in the relationship aspect, you can manifest the relationship you're desiring. And it can be surrounded by abundance. You don't have to be just don't have a scarcity mentality. And most of the time, Sagittarius don't have a scarcity. You are very positive, or you have a lot of faith that you can achieve anything. If you've just recently started a business or a new job or a new path in your career, you're moving into a time of abundance. You have the Three of Wands, which means you're going to start to see the results of all your hard work. Things are going to start to happen. So, and even in relationships, if you feel like things have been stagnant, nothing is moving, I don't even know where I stand, maybe, you're going to get messages that are going to give you more confidence, that are going to reassure you that you're in a good place. Maybe you need this break that you're going to possibly take could be a good thing, so that both of you can, if you had like a parting, a temporary separation or something, it could be that you both need that time out to realize how important you each are to each other. And I feel that starting with December, because this card relates to the months of December, January, February. So starting with December, abundance is going to come in. And then in the spring, you're going to have this new growth and new energy. You're going to feel more enthusiastic about everything. So don't let yourself get caught up in negative thinking or insecurities or doubts. Release that kind of energy and transform into the energy of hope and positive thinking and manifestation, because you can achieve your goals. You have the sun here. The sun can represent a marriage. The sun can represent two people coming together that really get each other, that really have fun together, that really enjoy, you're like two little kids playing in a sandbox. And that's possible for you. So you might be just having doubts, waiting for the other shoe to drop, maybe because of past betrayals or past experiences. You're not believing in the good fortune that's coming your way, or that it's even possible. But I'm telling you, it's coming. So hold on to those positive thoughts, and you'll see them manifest. So let's see what the angel cards have to say. What do the angel cards have to say to Sag? Forgiveness. Okay, so there's someone in your life you need to forgive. Holding on to a past hurt is preventing you from moving forward and achieving your heart's desires. Let it go. Forgiveness does not mean that you condone another's actions. It simply means that you are no longer willing to be a perpetual victim to a particular person or event. Blame is a waste of your precious energy. Bless and surrender the past, for in doing so you will reclaim the joy in your life. So yeah, you need to, if someone has hurt you in the past, maybe betrayed you in some way, you need to let it go, release. And that's the only way you can have a new beginning in the relationship. If you can't forgive someone for their past actions, then you're only going to create negative energy around the relationship. You either have to forgive or you have to leave. There's no other way. You can't be in a relationship with someone if you're holding a grudge. So let's see what the astrology has to say. So your full moon is happening in your 7th house, and it's conjunct Mars. And the sun is in your 1st house. So when full moons happen in the relationship axis, there's a balance. There has to be a balance or a compromise between my needs and the needs of the other. It can't be all your way. You have to consider another person. That's what a relationship is, right? It's about compromise. It's about, okay, let's work together and create a win-win. Let's create something that we're both happy with. I give up some things, you give up some things, but together we create some kind of an agreement. Now, with Mars in your 7th house, your partner may be a little feisty right now. But the moon is also in the 7th house, so it's an emotional time at this full moon. Maybe your partner is feeling emotional. Something is coming to completion, or something is being revealed at this time. It doesn't have to be anything negative. It just means that whatever was hidden, whatever you're not dealing with in the relationship, is going to come to the surface. And the way you can fix whatever problems you have is through communication, because Saturn is in your 3rd house, and it's trining. Well, the moon and the Mars and the sun, the moon and the Mars are trining Saturn. The sun is sextile Saturn. So the sun in your 1st house, that means you may need to take action and initiate a conversation. The 3rd house is about seeing things realistically, communicating your truth. With Saturn there, it may be a difficult conversation. It may put you out of your comfort zone. You have work to do. You may have work to do in learning how to communicate with each other. The 3rd house is also siblings, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, your local environment, your friends. But having Mars trine Saturn is a positive thing. It's a manifestation energy. Mars trining Saturn is giving you courage, giving you the drive and the energy to make something, to create something that's stable, that has that lasts a long time, that has longevity. And I feel like since it's Mars in your 7th house, it could be your partner that's being a little bit more, taking more of an active role in the partnership. Maybe in the past, your partner might have been more of the meek one and you were in charge. Now it's kind of like the energy is flipping and your partner is feeling more of a take charge kind of person. So with the Mars, sometimes in the 7th, you could have arguments. It can bring up conflicts. But it can also bring up energy that resolves problems because you have the courage to face what you're not facing. So if there's something you're not facing in a relationship, you need to talk it out. You have Neptune and Jupiter in your 4th house. So that Jupiter is positive for creating a happy home, finding a better home, a bigger home, a brighter home. With Neptune, it could be your sanctuary. Your home is your sanctuary. It'd be good to do some meditation at home. Do some yoga, do some meditation. Use your home as your spiritual sanctuary. The only thing that Neptune can bring up as a problem is water problems, water issues in the home, like water damage, mold, mildew. So those are the things you have to look out for. But other than that, Neptune in the home Neptune's about spirituality, communing with nature, communing with God. So maybe use your home, create like a little sacred space in your house to help you deal with the stresses of life and meditate every day. Venus is in your first house by this full moon. It's just moved into, it's been in Sag. It's going to move into Capricorn next by the full moon. By the new moon. So Venus is attracting love to you. Venus is increasing your beauty. You're appearing more charming, more willing to socialize. So it's a good time to get out there and socialize and to be seen, see and be seen. You'll find that people are finding you more charming and more agreeable. Now, Jupiter, another thing I want to mention is Jupiter is sextiling Pluto in your second house. That's a big moneymaker aspect. When Jupiter and Pluto come together in a positive aspect, it can bring financial rewards. It can transform your earning ability. It can also, the second house is also transformation on what do I feel I deserve. You're going to feel more confident, like, yeah, I can do this. I'm worth this. I'm worthy of making big money. I'm worthy of being successful. I'm worthy of receiving love and money. And your values may be changing. Then maybe the things that were important to you in the past are no longer important. Now, you have Chiron in the 5th house, and it's trining this new moon. It's sextiling the moon, and it's trining the sun. So you have some healing to do around romance, creative self-expression, children, even having fun. Maybe you've been too busy working and you haven't made enough time for fun and creativity. So you feel like life is just, all work and no play. You need to make time for fun, make time for children, make time for creative projects, make time for romance even. And that will be very healing for you. Then we have the new moon in Capricorn. And this is great because it's in your second house. So I'm telling you, and this is on the 23rd, this new moon in Capricorn it's not conjunct Mercury, Venus, and Pluto, but it's activating the second house because you have Mercury, Venus, and Pluto in your second house now at this new moon. And the new moon is the trigger that's going to bring abundance into your life. Second house is money, self-worth, self-esteem. You're going to be feeling better about yourself, possibly because you're making more money, you're becoming more successful, you're getting more recognition in a sense through financial things. You're able to buy things that maybe you put off buying. But I think it has more to do with self-worth. You're feeling more positive about yourself. So if you've been working on self-esteem issues, this is your reward. It's going to transform you in a positive way by bringing more abundance into your life. Maybe you've been blocking it, thinking I'm not worthy of this high salary, or maybe you're settling for too little at work, for too little pay, too little whatever, too much. This is going to be changing, and things are going to start to move in a positive direction after this new moon. You have to do the work because it's Capricorn. It's Capricorn. Capricorn on your second house is ruled by Saturn. So depending on where Saturn is in your chart, right now Saturn is in your 3rd house. So that may mean you have to speak up about a money situation. You have to communicate, tell people what you need, especially in a relationship too. If you're not getting the love you need, if you're not getting whatever you feel like you're not getting, whatever is lacking, you have to have the courage to speak up about it and have those difficult conversations. Be realistic. And you can get it at this time. With this new moon, you can have a new beginning. Now, Mars has been retrograding in your 7th house. So you may be rethinking partnerships. You may be reevaluating. It's bringing, wherever Mars is in your chart, it's focusing your energy on that area of your life. So since August, Mars has moved into the 7th. Your focus is on relationships. Either what do I do with relationships? Either you're trying to find a relationship, you're fighting with a relationship, trying to heal a relationship. You may feel like nothing is moving because Mars has been retrograding. Maybe you just need to take a time out, like recalculate. But when Mars moves direct in January, you're going to see relationship issues start to move forward too. And that will carry you through till March. March will be in Gemini till March. So this is significant. You're making significant changes in your relationships. Taking action to either improve things or to find a new love or whatever it is, because everybody's situation is different. But there might be some healing that needs to happen because you have Chiron, the wounded healer, in your 5th house. So you have to, and you may have some issues around children that are affecting your relationships. Should I have a child? Maybe there are children from your partner's children, your children from a previous relationship. Whatever it is, it's affecting your partnership, and you have to heal something that involves that issue. And learn how to have fun. Bring more fun into the relationship. Your work, you have Uranus in your 6th house, and Venus is trining Uranus. Venus in your 2nd house is trining Uranus in your 6th house. So that can be an unexpected surprise development in your career or your work environment that brings in abundance. Maybe you get a raise unexpectedly or promotion. Or if you're working for yourself, unexpected clients come, you have clients coming in, you have a lot of work to do. So I feel like this is going to be an abundant month or the start of an abundant path. And a lot of new beginnings are coming up. Maybe you may not realize them all in December, but the seed is going to be planted in December with the new moon. And then they will start to grow over the next several months. So things are, it may not seem that way now, but things are changing in a big way for you. So hold on and hope for the best, look at things through a positive light, and you'll see things improve drastically in the coming year, in the next year. So that's my forecast, Sag. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, click on the like button, leave a comment, let me know if this resonated with you. Click on the subscribe button if you want to find out when I release videos. If you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box. It will take you to my website. We can get you on the schedule. In the meantime, have a happy birthday if you're celebrating a December birthday. And have a wonderful holiday season. Whether you're doing Happy Solstice, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you're celebrating, I wish that your holiday season is filled with love and light. And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.